all, and welcome to my channel where I'm just this random guy on YouTube with a finance and accounting degree that's just trying to help you get better with finances and build wealth. So recently I heard this line and I want to share with you guys because when I hear certain quotes, it keeps me extremely motivated, and especially when it comes to money, this quote really hit home. Someone said in this show, I think it was called The Gentleman on Netflix, they stated, other people live in the zoo when we live in the jungle. And man, was that line deep. If you don't quite understand that line, let me explain to you, and especially how I took it. You see, living in the zoo is basically living a life of comfort. We all know how it is in the zoo, right? They don't go out and they don't hunt their own food. They have someone that goes out there to take care of them. The zookeepers, they feed them. They do everything to make their life as simple as possible. But that is not the natural habitat. We see them, we have no fear, we just, oh, how cute, how cuddly they are, and we just enjoy watching them from a distance. Most people in these current times live life just that way. A lot of people just go to college, rack up student loan debt. Why? Because everyone else does it. And they feel that's the safest route to get from point A to point B, which is to have a career or a job or something they're passionate about for the rest of their life, where it can guarantee them safety, which, as we all know, there is no guaranteeing in safety. Then they get a job, and the first thing they say in that job is they're so excited to have a job and they're gonna do whatever it takes to stay there. Some people do not want to take any chances and try anything new. Any little wrinkly dinkly promotion that they get, or little raise, which is hardly enough to cover inflation, they get extremely satisfied by it. And the number one reason why they stay, even though they're getting underpaid, is because of safety. They feel safe, and they know if they go somewhere else and take a risk, leave their cage, their zoo, and try to go out to the jungle, they're not gonna survive. You see, we live in a society where people wanna be extremely safe and extremely comfortable. That's why people run up so many credit card debt. They have fear of running out of money, so they wanna borrow money, have a credit card, and continue running, spending, doing as much things as possible to maintain a lifestyle of safety, which in reality is like an oxymoron, because the more debt you have, the more risk you put yourself into. And when it comes time to change anything in your life, start paying off your debt, apply for a new job, something that's a challenge, people fail to do nothing at all. Why? Because it's easier to do nothing. And that's the comfort zone for many people. Think about it. If I had a chance to do nothing and just get paid money, I most likely would do nothing and just get paid money. Unfortunately, I am that sicko that I love to tinker around and stuff and try new things and see and just test myself and see how things will work out, that I'm never satisfied with just doing nothing. I always like to try things. That's why I'm doing this YouTube channel. I want to try it, see where it goes, help people out, get them motivated, because I just want to see how things work. Right now, I'm not subscribed, so please take the time, hit the like and subscribe. I'm trying to get to 1,000 followers, and your help, I will certainly get there. But I'm getting paid nothing. I'm just doing this because I love it and I'm passionate about it, and I want to help everyone out. And that's the opposite mentality a lot of people have. They're just afraid to do something different, to be in the spotlight, for people to recognize the work that they do, the commitment that they have into whatever it is that they have. They're afraid to get critiqued. Everyone is extremely afraid to get critiqued. So what do? They live within the zoo. Now, people like myself and other people who are successful, they do not live in the zoo. A place of comfort is something they're not comfortable with. They're not comfortable with doing nothing and having stuff just given to them. They're getting taken care of, and they live a life and they just coast for the rest of their life doing nothing. They need a constant challenge. That is where you need to live. You need to live in the jungle. If you want to pay off debt, you got to go out there, grind. A 9-to-5 is not going to cut it. Go ahead and do Uber Eats, start your own business, whatever it takes. You go out there, you work hard, and you grind. I personally, myself, do Instacart and Uber Eats as well, because there's something, man, about being out there grinding with other people as well. You see other people working and grinding as hard as you are, doing deliveries, doing all the things you got to do to make money. Some people, that's their primary job, but most people, they do it as a secondary income to get more money just because they want to grind. That is the best feeling. And yes, out there, that is the jungle, okay? I am out there competing with other people, trying to get orders, trying to do whatever it takes. Me doing this YouTube channel, it is a huge jungle. There's so many channels out there, so many channels you could be watching instead of mine. And I know that I'm not gonna get noticed right away, but I'm out here and I'm scrapping, being creative with other creative people, trying to make things happen, trying to build wealth, trying to do all the things that I wanna do. And I know it's difficult, but if you're out here in the jungle, all you can do is just get better. You see, I'm not trying to sound or drastic when I say this, but we do live in a time when it's kill or be killed, okay? This is wordplay. I don't literally mean it, but we do. We live in a time when it's killed or be killed. If you have a job and you want to get a promotion and you thinking that they're just going to promote you for just being there, doing nothing extra for just being there while the other person is working hard, grinding, doing overtime, doing all these other things and keeping the nose to the gravel and just grinding, they are the ones that's going to get promoted. They're the ones that's going to do the killing and bring it home to the family to provide to the family. You cannot just strictly pay off your bills, provide to your family, build wealth, do all these things by just being complacent, which is having a zoo mentality. You need to go out there and grind. If you have debt right now, guys, please, for the love of God, pay that off. Any consumer debt you have, anything, you have to pay that off because you're being comfortable with debt, which is extremely scary. You need to grind and knock that out. If right now you do not have $500 saved in your savings account, which a majority of society does not, you need to at least get the $500 into your account. I don't care if you sell things, you go out and you hustle, whatever it is, guys, add $500 to your account as quick as possible and you start building wealth. Because that's life, guys. Anything you want to achieve is going to have grit and commitment. If you have grit and you remain committed, in the end, you're going to outlast everyone. It don't matter how skilled they are, it doesn't matter how smart they are. If you have grit and commitment and the determination to continue to go, to continue to learn, and continue to push, there is nothing that's impossible in your life. Now, my channel is all about building wealth and all about finances, and I recognize behavior has a lot to do when it comes to building wealth. Especially those people who don't have the proper behavior, they get themselves in a bad bind. They get themselves in a bad position where they just say, you know what, forget all this. Building wealth is difficult, I don't want to do it, and they back out. But I got news for you. Someone else will come right along and take that money that you could have been earning, take that job that you could have had, that promotion that you could have had. They're all gonna take the things that you are afraid to take. So yes, as you see, that line, living in a zoo compared to living in the jungle, it just resonates with me, and I'm going to continually think about that line because it's true. I love being different. I really love being different. There's something about being different, and when someone tells you you can't do something and you do it. When someone says, you know what, you can never pay off your debt, that's impossible, and you do it. You can be able to retire at the age of 40, be financially free, and you do it. How are you going to go to the gym? There's no time, and you do it. You go in the morning, you go in the night, you go 7 times a week. You do all the things that people tell you can't do, and then you do it. Not necessarily because of them. You don't do it for recognition from them. You do it for yourself to say, you know what? I did the best that I can, and that's all I can do.